Hello, and welcome back to DocTrack Training. For this lesson, we'll be using DocTrack Flex to create new visual work instructions from scratch. This is a work instructions procedure document that describes steps required in Operation 10 for any job to make item SA 5920. This is a bicycle frame assembly, and the first operation is to prep for painting the frame at Work Center PNT-10. We're going to use this as the basis for our new visual work instructions. I've logged in as Randall Cole, and as you can see, I'm assigned the DocTrack Work Instructions Author Permission Group. To get started, we first open the Items form and filter for SA 5920. Then we'll select the DocTrack Flex icon. Right now there are no attachments. However, because we're on the Items form, I see this control that allows me to switch over to the Work Instructions interface. Now the screen is divided into 4 sections. The section on the left displays each current operation for the item. This section will list the title of each work instruction step for the selected operation. The section on the upper right is a text editor, where we're going to enter the details for each step. And below that is a preview pane for attachments. We'll get things rolling by selecting this plus icon to add our first step for Operation 10. Here we need to enter a title for this step. There's no hard and fast rule for this, but we like beginning the title with a reference number followed by a brief description. Let's make it reference number 10-1 for Operation 10, Step 1. Then the description is clean surface. Next, I could type all of this in, but I'll just copy the text from my document and paste it here to the edit area. To my eye, this font looks a little big. Fortunately, we have these text formatting tools to work with. For example, I could change it to bold or italics. I could center the text or use bullet points. Let's change the font size. Keep in mind, though, that this setting does not indicate the current size of the highlighted text. We'll have to experiment a little. For example, if I change the size to 16, you can see that the original text I pasted was even larger than that. This looks better to me, so we'll just leave it like this. Now, this step is required, so we're going to check this control. And we're going to select this control to make sure that the steps are performed in proper order. Next, we have this warning graphic that we want to include with our text. Because this is a PDF, I can simply copy the image to my clipboard. You could also use your snipping tool or any other image capture utility. Then, I'll just paste it to the text editor. Looking back, we see that there's also a link to the actual procedure document that we reference in this text. Let's add this to our work instruction step as an attachment. I'll highlight the path and file name and copy it. Then I'll select this icon to add an attachment. Our description is PCR-PNT-1995. And we want to make this required too. Next, we need the path to this attachment. I could select the Browse button and find it that way, but since I already have the path and file name in my clipboard, I'll just paste it to the Path field. When I do, you'll see that it's automatically displayed in the preview section. If I want, I can adjust the section sliders or the zoom controls, and scroll to see more of it. Okay, that looks pretty good. So we'll move on to the next step by selecting the plus icon again. We'll call this one 10-2 Dry Surface. We'll make this one required and make sure that it's completed in sequence. I'll copy the text from the second step of the procedure and paste it to the text editor. Let's change the size of this text too. Okay, one more to go. We'll call this one 10-3 Prep for Paint and make it required just as we did for the other two steps. I'll copy the text from the third step, paste it to the text editor, and change the font size. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to save it. Notice that right now, our work instructions have a status of Work in Progress. That means that it's not yet available to the painters through ShopTrack. In our next lesson, we'll look at how to make it available through the approval process and how to make revisions. See you then.